Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Money Room. It's your girl, Finance Muslima. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Good morning. The Morning Money Room is where you come to get the tips, tricks, the hottest topics on finances. All things mindset and money. If you have not been to the Morning Money Room before, I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. I'm your licensed life insurance agent in 5 states. I'm your personal financial coach. You might as well say mindset coach because I'm always talking mindset. I'm an author, all things of life. And I have, been through my storms, weathered my storms, figured out what worked for my storms for this mindset and money thing. And I just come through and you guys tell me what you want to talk about, what you have struggles in, and we get it popping. So we have 6 months left in 2021. 6 months, guys. So it's Friday morning. It's 9 a.m. You guys know I always say, first and foremost, you should say your prayers. You should have hit some affirmations. You should then thirdly figure out how you can be an impact to somebody else's life. You have to pour in yourself first. You got to get them prayers, speak some affirmations. If you don't have an idea of affirmations or what should my affirmations look like, it's not that serious. Speak it to yourself. What you can do if you follow me on Instagram, you can go to my last Instagram post. I shared with you guys my traveling back from Fort Lauderdale, and literally my mind is on 3,000 when I'm in the aircraft. When I'm in the skies, I'm at my most creative point mentally. So I love the pen and the book. So I share some information with you guys. There's some things that I was writing on my way to the beach, or it was my way home from the beach, one or the other. But the bottom line is, it was a very early flight. Mine is always on go. That's the perfect place for me to write and journal. I love, love, love it in the sky, even though I do it every day because I love to write what's on my mind. But it's something about being up in them clouds, baby. It hits different. If you're on the private Facebook group, drop a good morning. Drop some hearts, share some love to somebody else because somebody needs love. Everybody's on social media portraying, these perfect lifestyles and everything that they're doing. And the bottom line is, we do have people that are going through tough times. So let's be mindful. Everybody's situation is different. And to those people who need to get some things figured out, sis ain't quite where she need to be yet. You need to stay tuned in to the Morning Money Room, because if it's mindset is money, you're going to get what you need right here. And this is a thing I'm going to share with you guys. The thing that's important to me is connecting with someone that's relatable, someone that's raw, someone that's real. My connection might not be from a person of a two family that come from a two family household, right? Because that's not my ideal upbringing. How many of us can actually say that is our upbringing? How many? So what we need to do is figure out who you can connect to, um, grasp to that person, and be like, boom, I got somebody that gives the real, the raw. I can connect with her. She has the legit information. She's actually doing the things that she's talking about. And this is the place I want to get my information. So after getting the information, the most important thing is to apply. So y'all know I like to keep it real and raw. This is the thing. Everybody shares a lot of information. Over the internet, you can find any information that you need. You guys pay for information, you soak up all the information. Another, I told y'all this the other day too. A reason why, one of the main reasons why you guys are all over the place and don't think that things work and can't really figure it out because y'all looking for an overnight fix, and it doesn't go like that. Whatever it is you're looking for, this is the Mindset and Money Room. Whatever it is that you're looking for mindset resources, money resources. Assalamu alaikum, good morning. Or you're looking, what is it that you're looking for? Find a person that you can connect to that is giving what you're looking for, is authentic. You can relate to them, but then you be running back saying that it ain't work. All of these things, you haven't applied the information, you haven't took action. You're just jumping around, fascinated by all these lifestyles, and you doing what all these people say do, and you wondering why what it is you're trying to create is not working because you've gotten the information, but you haven't created a formula for yourself. Everybody's formula look different. People want to sell and give you information, but it needs to be applied in a way that is for you. You can do the exact same strategy as someone, but it needs to be applied in a way that's for you, or it's not going to work. I hear people all the time telling me how much money they pay for courses, how much money they pay to go to these events and be around these people, all of these things, and yet they haven't made more money in their business. They haven't created any top-notch relationships amongst people that are doing more successful than them, in a place in their life where they want to be. Those are people you need to be around, not surrounded around all of the people who's not where you are or even on the same level as you. There's nothing wrong, because how do you level yourself up if your surroundings is all everything of what you are? You know what I mean? So you can't be afraid to touch that next level. And you'd be surprised, but many people in those next level places can definitely relate with you. And I'm talking from personal experience, okay? So don't let the money and the things, and don't be blinded by, the lights and all these things that you see. Olivia, watching your videos should help them a lot, specifically on a budget area. Thank you, Olivia, for the feedback. I love you, girl. I miss you. I appreciate you for all of the years of support. I haven't talked to you in a while. I need to hit you up. That's Olivia, guys. She is one of my Muslim sisters. Olivia is in Connecticut. We connect some years ago, helped her with some things. She sent me many referrals. It's been, sisterhood conversation, pulling up to Connecticut, making it do what it do. Text me, Gaboo. So listen, we're not focused. We have 6 months left in 2021. 6 months left in 2021. Strap your boots up season, depending on how far you want to challenge yourself, depending on what your goals is to close out the rest of the year. What is it that you want to do? You should, everybody's outside. It's summertime, these hot girl summers. If you can't do it, then just stay in your lane. Don't try to don't try to do things that's going to take you off your square. Stay focused. If you can do both, try to do both, because I'm going to have some fun and I'm going to make some money. And that's just the bottom line. It's called balance, people. As long as you know how to get it back cracking. All right. So this is super important. It's the top of the AM. It's Friday. It's June the 18th. If you haven't created, you should have that short-term goal list, a midterm goal list, and a long-term goal list. Short-term meaning, what am I doing this month? It's still 2 weeks, guys. We'd be like doing the same thing every day, not changing up anything new. And before you know it, it's a new month, a new year. Short-term goal being the rest of the 2 weeks of this month. What am I doing to slam June out really hard? Midterm meaning the next 2-3 months. What am I doing July, August, September that's going to set the bar really high for January, December? And that's going to shut the year really hard and then bring me to the top of 2022, even at a higher level than I was in 2021. And then the longevity goals being the next 6 months? What's the overall end goal that you want to hit within 2022? If you say it's $50,000 cash flow profit in your business, online sales, or whatever, what does it take to get to 50,000? You got to do the work. You got to do it every day, every week, every month, and they got to add up to 5 months what their goal is going to be for you to hit that number. So if you're not excited, you should get excited. Really quick before I jump into, I'm going to break down. So I'm addressing this topic today because I have a lot of questions on people asking me how do I create my price? How do I create my price? And let me throw this out there too. The more and more I grow, the more and more collaborations, the more and more I level myself up, the more and more this thing this business is expanding the way that I want it to. And this umbrella, this brand that I'm building, my price is going up as well. Last couple of weeks, I haven't been highlighting any Black businesses that I've been purchasing from. Just coming in and slamming a lot of content with you guys, but I'm going to share this morning the Jelly Shop. Jelly Shop. They are feminine products. My girl Jamie, this is her product. They're feminine products. Bit of a JJ. I'm going to show it to you guys 1 second. I got to get better, keep staying on top of supporting my Black businesses, the ones that I do purchase from. I haven't really been, I like to share with you guys. The Jelly Shop. So these are the JJ mask. Yeah, hydrogel. The JJ mask, tightening and brightening. Moisturizing nutrients, repairs dark spots. You have dark spots on the JJ. These are all natural products. The Jelly Shop. If you're interested, I'm going to drop the link underneath this live when I get finished for those of you that want to purchase. Very quick delivery, very professional. And I'm not just saying it because it's my friend, but she does numbers with these JJ masks, believe when I tell you. We have a couple people jumping in on the Facebook Live. Good morning. Drop some hearts, show some love. Do anybody have any questions about the webinar on the 21st? You've been seeing this webinar. I've been promoting it. I've been talking about it. Anybody have any questions about what's going to be on it if you don't like to read? Because I do lay it out. If you have any questions, you feel like you want to jump in, you want to invest this $50 in yourself, but you don't really know if it's for you. Well, I want the $90 VIP spot, but I don't know what it includes, again, because I didn't read, or because you might not be on my email list, because I send emails, and my guys on my email list know we're very connected, right? Y'all know how I send emails. They're really dope, informative, intimate emails, right? So if you're not on the email list, if you don't get them, go to www.faithfamilyfinance.co, www.faithfamilyfinance.co. If you have any questions about the webinar, drop them and I'll answer. For those of you who have gotten your tickets, gotten your seat, got your spot, your girl is bringing it. So y'all know when I tell y'all, bring your notebook and your pen, because I'm telling you, we're going to be on there for over an hour, because I'm breaking down specific every detail. If you say you don't have time, that's too long, then it's not for you. You're not ready to level up if you don't have over an hour to sit and get this information, because this is not, we're not just blabbing all these things out. I'm doing this thing in an orderly fashion. I'm doing proper step-by-step guide to help you guys create all of your own financial stuff. It's deeper than budgeting. It's deeper than life insurance. It's deeper than starting a business, all of these things. The thing that I want you guys to understand, what we're focusing on, is making money, maintaining money, and multiplying it. How do I multiply the money? I was at this point last year. This year, I'm in a different space. I was a little, I wasn't consistent enough. I didn't build quite enough discipline. I didn't challenge myself enough. This is a longevity game. I play for keeps. You need to get in the groove of playing for keeps. This is not just for now. So it's deeper than the basics. We diving in and we're going through what you need to do to get yourself set up for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. That's how long I play. So this is serious. If you're not ready, then that's fine. It's not for you. Maybe you could jump on the next one. If you have your mindset and money game planner, I got a few to ship out today. Thank you guys for the support. I appreciate y'all. If you have your mindset and money game planner, make sure you bring that with you to the webinar as well. I'm going to show you on the note sections, the gratitude, the self-care areas, what you should be writing down on a weekly basis. And then, so one of my clients told me the other day, she's been doing very well, filling in her planner, utilizing her planner, but what she's not been keeping up with is going back to it. Our mind be on go. A lot of times we write a lot of stuff down and we don't tend to make it back to it and check it. The weeks go by so fast when you're busy, right? You don't go back to check it and see, hey, what did I really get done this week? What didn't I do that I need to write down again so that I can do it next week? Olivia says she's going to make a video with her planner soon. Thank you, love. I appreciate you so much. Tag me on that video and send it to me in the email so I can share with the newbies in the tribe that we really work over here. So share that video with me when you do it. So if you have any questions about the webinar, drop the questions, send me a DM. If you're on my email list, y'all know how to get in contact with me. It's multiple ways on my page. It's Friday morning. We have lots to do today. I'm not going to be long, but I'm going to give you guys, get your pen and paper out. I'm going to give you a quick formula. Not a quick formula, but it's very precise and detail oriented. So people ask, how do I make my price? People charge $25, $30 for t-shirts. How did you come up with that price? You say a frontal may cost $500, $400. How do they come up with that price? How do you create your price? Too many times people are asking me, how much should I be charging? How much should I charge? Or I see on the internet all the time, people commenting under other people's posts and say, how much should I charge? I just started a business. How much should I be charging? I got an online boutique. I'm cutting even from my re-up that I ordered, but I'm not quite profiting yet. How much should I be charging? A question of how much you should be charging for your products, you should not be asking people how much you should be charging. Now, I will say, before I knew this formula, I used to be indecisive of how much should I charge for consultation? How much should I charge for this? How much should I charge for my digital products on my website? Y'all better stop acting like y'all too good to charge $30, $40, $50 for something, and what you bring it to the table ain't worth 10. It has to be valuable information. When you become an asset and not a liability, Olivia is on this live right now. She's one of my clients and Muslim sisters in Connecticut. Not even just her, I share a lot of testimonies and things like that. My stuff is not, fake. When you have people that really get results, you got your own personal results, people see the shift, you're an asset. You're no longer a liability. So you need to charge accordingly. But the question, how do I make my price? I got to pay for shipping. I got to pay for labels. I got to pay the designer. How much do I charge the people? I'm getting ready to give y'all a formula. Get a pencil and a pen and write this down. I think I created this, but I didn't quite let it out. So I did create this in a PDF. I'm going to upload it probably to the website this week. And I will give it to y'all for a very inexpensive price because this is something that you need to always have to go back to with any product or business you start in so that you can know how to charge your price. Good morning, KD Beauty. How you doing? If you say you're going to use the Mindset Money Game Planner. If you create a book, your own authentic book, your own authentic content, you pay the designer. Every page is specifically laid out and created by me, what I wanted and told my designer creator to put in this book. How did I come up with a price to charge for this book? It was not based upon searching the internet. You're supposed to check to see what your competition does. How much do people sell financial planners or journals for? You go to Walmart and get one for $5, $6, $10, right? People love those because I know I love them. I love to write. So I'm always buying books. You see what the competition is doing, but you need to put a good price on your value, and then you need to add tax to it. People that's purchasing for you need to be paying for their own shipping. When you do your re-up is supposed to come from the product, the money that came in, and you're supposed to have something left after the re-up. And then a lot of people say this is a big one too. I had a lot of clients this month, but I don't really see my money. Where did my money go? Because a lot of times in business, and I personally know this experience too, as fast as we make it, we're spending it. When we still struggling and trying to build the business up. All right, I'm gonna get a few sales. I can pay my light bill with this. All right, I got this. I can do this with that. And you spending the money before you even get it. You're not letting it add up so you could see something, even see at least 500, 600. Like, damn, I really did something. That'll give you the motivation. Like, yo, I really could do this. But I'm gonna give you the tip, and it's so basic to the reason that that's happening because a lot of business owners don't have separate business accounts. Anybody that purchases a Mindset Money Game Planner or anything off my website is going directly to my business account. So it's not tied to my personal card that I will be using on a day in, day out basis. It's not tied to my personal card that I'm going to use to pay my rent or my bills. It's not tied to it. That's how I can actually start to see how I make thousands of dollars online with products and services that I bring to the table, multiple things. So the reason you're not seeing what you're actually doing is because the bank account thing is first and foremost important. You got to have a personal business account, has to be separate. And that's the thing that's going to be the game changer, because once you start to see that money coming in, the online sales, and it really, you seeing that it really work, that's what's going to give you the motivation. Like, yo, I really could do this. Even when you slack, and even when you're tired, even when you don't feel like it, when you see that money coming into that account, it's going to make you like, okay, I got this. Now I know what to do. Separate business accounts, separate banking accounts, personal account, business account. The two things that you need for price strategy. You need to know your business expenses and your desired salary. Business expenses and desired salary. So this thing is that tedious. That's why I tell y'all, when it comes to money and it comes to numbers, you have to write it down and know every single thing. Business expenses, business expenses, business expenses. For example, I'm going to use the Mindset Money Game Planner again. Business expenses. If I add mine up, I'm going to give y'all a scenario. This is your product. What are my business expenses with this product? I got to purchase the book. How much do I pay for them to get printed? How much do you pay for each book to get printed? Say you pay $5 for each book to get printed. Your wholesale price with your connect. Say you pay $5 for each one to get printed. Then you have your packaging. What do you use to stuff them with? Maybe you bought some off Amazon or Uline or wholesale. You may have gotten 100 of them for whatever price, $20. You You may do a thank you card in there, a little post-it. You may do a little sticky note. What is it that you use to package your product? What does it cost you? What is the business expense? And then you pay yourself on top of it. How much do you pay yourself per hour when you work in your business? That's a thing that people don't keep in mind. All of these things are considered business expenses. Every single detail, you need to know how much everything costs. If I'm shipping one book, I'm telling y'all I use Media Mail. Media Mail, very inexpensive, the cheapest way to go. If you're shipping t-shirts, you're shipping things that have weight to it and so forth, right? You need to do your research and find out how much does it cost? What would the weight be for one? UPS business online, they have a website. You play around with the numbers, you put weights in, they'll tell you right from the rip. You don't have to ask nobody, you don't have to make a phone call. Okay, two, how much if somebody purchased two, what's the weight of it and what's the ideal price? And then you put that on your website accordingly. Your buyers, your supporters, your customers, your clients, they should be paying for that. So you need to know if you don't know your business expenses, that's why you can't create a price. And then your desired salary. What is your desired salary? If you work a job that pay you $40,000, $50,000 a year, what is your desired salary with your business and your company? How much do you pay yourself? Do you pay yourself $100,000 a year? Can you afford to pay yourself 5-6 figures? Are you even making 5-6 figures? So what do you pay yourself? What is your desired salary? All right, business expenses and desired salary. You need to add those together, and then you okay, this is how I'm gonna break it down for y'all. So say your business expenses is 9,000, right? 9,000 for the year. Say that's your business expenses. Say your desired salary, what you want to make is 70,000. You divide that by 0.7, and that equals $112,857. And then you divide that by each amount of how you're selling your product. So if you have a product, the way I was taught to do this, and it makes sense, that's why I use it. If you have a product that you're selling for $60, right? And you can start off selling it for $60 at first, and then what you do is you keep that product in the tuck so that when you circle around and continue to do marketing, you continue to do your sales and things like that, drop the price on it. You can afford to drop the price on it when something else, another holiday or something comes up and you want to do a blast sale. Why can you afford it? Because you've already gotten your money back on it. So you're just making $20, $30 on each one of something that you've already profited from. You're just reselling it again in a different way. I just gave you I just laid the whole thing out for y'all. So if you have a product, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Even with a service, if you provide a service, you should be doing the same thing. And if you feel like this is the number one question too, people may feel like, oh, this is too expensive, people are not going to pay for it. I promise you, stick to what you, as long as you know that you are bringing the good information, you're bringing stuff that's helping change people's lives, stick to it. She said, I just gave y'all the whole formula for free. I really did. So if you did write it down, I think I did create this before, but I just didn't upload it to the site. So I'll add some things to it and I'll put it on the site to help y'all. Because this is something where you really need to see the numbers. Because I'll break the numbers down for y'all. And then what you do is you pay for it, you download it to your computer, and you apply your numbers in the scenario, and that's how you create your price. Don't try to do what I'm doing or put what I used as a scenario, because I'm giving you the breakdown. I'm not telling you somebody's own personal situation. So when you have a formula, you put your own personal situation and numbers in it, and you do the work. I wanted to tell y'all today, I had on my heart, y'all looking every day, y'all want to be inspired and motivated. Are you tired of being inspired and motivated? Y'all jump around for people to pour into y'all, and y'all just be so much on 1,000, and then you log offline, you bet gossip and doing the same thing you was doing. Y'all not doing the work. You have to apply the work. Like, I'm past inspiring you guys and motivating you guys, and I talk like this because we need to be talk like this from one sister to another. I have friends and business besties and friends that speak to me in this type of way and tell me, like, yo, you really the real deal. So I'm doing it back to us because we need each other to do it. Paying all these inspirational speakers are a waste. They need to get on you and apply. Yes, sis, thank you. That was a word this morning, right? So, guys, that was the easy step-by-step formula to creating your price. You have to get a pen and paper. You have to really write out your business expenses, and you add it with your desired salary. You do the math, you multiply it. You need to know how much it costs you to create one product. You need to know your numbers. When we say, do you know your numbers? You have to know your numbers, not how much you get paid every week, your numbers, how much your bills. When you're in business, you need to know how much every single thing costs in order to know if you're making money. I hope that this was helpful to you guys in the morning money room. If you know somebody that needs this information, please tag them. I'll drop you guys the Jelly Shop link if you're interested in some of the JJ products from my girl. You can go to her page and check them out. If you don't have your webinar ticket, get a ticket. Meet me, June 21st, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have a friend that you know this webinar will be awesome for her in the place that she's at in her life, because we be like, I don't know nobody. I don't know them. Yes, you do. Everybody you connected to, all our girls, we tell our personal situations. You know who need mindset and money. Tag them and just see if they're interested or not. Let them follow me. They'll get interested 2-3 months from now, because I always tell you guys, I play for keeps. I want y'all to find something that y'all love to do, that you're going to do it even when you're tired, and play for keeps. Don't plan for the next year. Don't plan for the next 2-3 months. Let's plan for 5, 10, 15, 20 years out. And we're going to be talking about when we was on this live and we was all this stuff was going on, right? And then now we at next level. What more joy is that to share with your girls? I hope you guys have an amazing day. Get your webinar tickets. Click the link in the bio. Check your emails too. I sent over a treat this morning. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Love ya.